Good afternoon. It's December 20th, 2024, and um, here's what we're looking at today. So we had this big move up, and then we corrected a little bit, about 33%, we'll call it. Um, yeah, let's take a look at the daily chart. So this is the daily chart. These blue lines are the channel I've been looking at. This was the election buy climax. Um, and so the other day I charted these yellow lines. Perhaps we're in a channel more like this, and this could be a level of support, but the bulls do not like seeing this weak finish um, to close the bar. Here's what the weekly chart looks like, however. I would say this looks good to neutral for the bulls because this big, what was a big bear bar, turned out to find support at the EMA. And here's what the monthly looks like so far, just a doji with a bear body so far. So anyway, we're going to look at the 2700 tick chart. Not not a lot of ways you could get in on this if you're following Max system. So let's take a look. We were trending down in the overnight and we had a reversal right before 5. Got a second leg up, one leg up, sideways, two legs up, and then we kind of just went sideways to up for a little bit, just a kind of like a broad bull channel here. And we get a break, two legs down, and then it reverses, and this creates a very strong move. I don't really see anything, that I particularly like in here. You could say that's a second entry long and go long there, but I'm not too crazy about that. However, that could have gotten you, if you risk, let's call that 7 points. Um, if you took profits at the top of the channel, if you drew the channel like that, which would be basically a perfect trade, would have gotten you 4 times your risk. Um, so anyway, we get the break. It reverses. Would you take that reversal? I don't think so. I don't think you want to take that. And it's off to the races, really. You could just buy this thing and be super aggressive, but with all the volatility, you just have to know what you're doing. You have to have your risk measured and everything. So again, I don't see a way to jump in on it on using Max system, but I mean, you got to think about things like gaps to show you that this is a very strong move. When it breaks out above this price level, it creates a huge gap that never got filled. When it breaks out above here, we get a gap. When it breaks out above this price level, we get a gap. So these gaps are not closing. And we break out above this one, this doesn't close it. So none of these gaps are closing. So you wanna be jumping in on this. I don't know what just happened. And just maybe look, if you held until we got a close outside of below the EMA, let's say you bought in here 55, that's almost 80 points that you would have gotten. So it's tough because you have to risk a lot. So you have to have a large account to be able to risk that much, um, and trade small. I think pull back to the EMA like this is worth um, taking a risk on. Get a close below the EMA, comes back up, and then the bears come in. And maybe you take some of these lower highs in here, but really that's it's comes down to, on a day like today, it comes down to uh, trading small enough that you can take a big risk and put your stop below where it needs to go. So, if you enter up here and you can't put your stop right here, then you probably shouldn't take the trade. So, hope everyone had a great day. I'll be back on Monday.